Have you ever noticed how much time and energy we spend complaining? We complain about the weather, the traffic, our jobs, our coffee being too hot or too cold. It's almost like a default setting for our brains. But what if I told you that by flipping this one switch, by choosing to stop complaining, you could unlock a massive reservoir of energy you never knew you had? This isn't just about being more positive. It's about a fundamental shift in how you operate. A strategic redirection of your most valuable resource, your energy. Today, we're diving deep into the silent power of never complaining and how it can completely transform your life from the inside out. Let's start by understanding what complaining actually does to us. Neurologically, when we complain, our brain releases stress hormones like cortisol. This puts us in a state of fight or flight, even if we're just grumbling about a long line at the grocery store. It physically drains us. Think about it. After a long session of venting, do you feel energized and ready to take on the world? Or do you feel depleted, maybe even a little more hopeless than before? Complaining is like a leaky faucet for your personal energy. Drip, drip, drip. Each complaint, no matter how small, is a drop of your vital energy going down the drain. This isn't just a solo activity either. Complaining is contagious. When you complain, you create a negative atmosphere that pulls others in. It becomes a bonding activity, but a toxic one. You find your complaint buddies, and together, you create this echo chamber of negativity. This reinforces the belief that things are bad and you're powerless to change them. It's a self-perpetuating cycle. The more you complain, the more you find things to complain about. Your brain literally gets better at spotting negativity because you're training it to do so. It's like building a muscle, but a muscle for misery. So, how do we break this cycle? How do we reclaim that lost energy? The first step is awareness. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. Try this for just one day. Carry a small notebook or use a notes app on your phone, and every single time you catch yourself complaining, make a note of it. Don't judge yourself. Just observe. You might be shocked at how often you do it. This simple act of tracking brings the unconscious habit into the conscious mind, which is the first crucial step toward change. Once you're aware of the habit, the next step is the pivot. When you feel a complaint bubbling up, pause. Ask yourself, what is the problem here? And what is one small thing I can do to solve it? Or improve the situation? This is the magic question. It shifts your brain from problem-focused mode to solution-focused mode. Instead of saying, oh, this traffic is a nightmare, you might think, okay, I'm stuck in traffic. This is a great chance to listen to that podcast I've been saving. Or maybe I can call my mom. You're not ignoring the problem. You're refusing to let it drain your power. You're taking control of your response. This redirects that complaint energy directly into proactive, constructive action. The energy that would have been wasted on frustration and cortisol spikes is now being used for problem-solving, learning, or connecting. It's the same amount of energy, just channeled differently. Instead of depleting your battery, you're actually charging it. This isn't about pretending problems don't exist. It's about choosing to be a creator in your life, not a victim of circumstance. Let's look at this in a professional context. Imagine two colleagues, Alex and Ben. A new, challenging project is announced. Alex immediately starts complaining. This is impossible. We don't have enough resources. The deadline is too tight. Alex spends hours venting to anyone who will listen, feeling more and more stressed and overwhelmed. Ben, on the other hand, acknowledges the challenge. He might think, wow, this is a tight deadline. But then he immediately pivots. He starts breaking the project down into smaller tasks, identifying potential roadblocks, and brainstorming solutions. Who do you think is going to be more successful? Who is going to feel more empowered and less stressed? Ben is using his energy to build a ladder, while Alex is using his to dig a hole. This principle extends to every area of life. Complaining about being out of shape. That energy could be used to go for a 10-minute walk. Complaining about being lonely. That energy could be used to text a friend and suggest meeting up. Complaining about your messy house. That energy could be used to tidy one small corner for 5 minutes. Each time you choose action over complaint, you reinforce a new neural pathway. You're telling your brain, I am in charge here. I am a problem solver. Over time, this becomes your new default setting. One of the most incredible side effects of stopping complaints is the change in your perception of the world. When you're not constantly scanning for things to be wrong, you start to notice what's right. You cultivate an attitude of gratitude, the sun on your face, the taste of your morning coffee, a kind word from a stranger. These small joys come into focus. Your baseline level of happiness and contentment rises naturally because you are no longer poisoning your own well with constant negativity. People will also start to notice a change in you. We are naturally drawn to people who are positive, capable, and solution-oriented. When you stop being the person who drains the energy in the room and become the person who uplifts it, your relationships will improve. Opportunities will start to find you because people want to work with and be around those who get things done without the drama. You become a source of strength, not a source of stress. Of course, this is a practice. It's not about being perfect. You'll have days where you slip up and find yourself in a full-blown complaint fest. That's okay. The goal isn't perfection. It's progress. Just notice it without judgment and gently guide yourself back to a more resourceful state. Ask the magic question. What can I do about this? Even if the answer is nothing right now, you can then choose to accept it and move your focus elsewhere, preserving your energy. This journey of eliminating complaints is one of the most powerful forms of self-mastery you can undertake. It's silent, it's internal, but the external results are profound. You will feel more energetic, more in control, more resilient, and genuinely happier. You're not just stopping a bad habit. You are fundamentally rewiring your entire operating system for success and well-being. You are plugging that massive energy leak and redirecting all that power back into building a life you truly love. So, I challenge you. Start today. Pay attention to your words and thoughts. When the urge to complain arises, pause, pivot, and choose action instead. Reclaim your energy, reclaim your power, and watch how your world transforms. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, give this video a like and consider subscribing for more content on living a more powerful and intentional life. See you in the next one.